So some of you just don't believe that my dog's a vegetarian, so I have this set up right now for you guys to see. We have this really gross, it's like a beef, like dog food, and then I have this delicious green salad. So I'm gonna bring her out and we're gonna see which one she likes. Also, my dog is very healthy. She loves greens, she loves her salad, and I don't force her to eat her salad. It's what she likes. Come here, come here, okay. Okay, so this is Bonnie. She is my little vegetarian, okay? Now, no, don't eat that, no, eat that salad, look, salad.
Well, isn't this just fantastic? Captain's log, subdates 211001.3. So the idea of using the transport buffer, as it being malfunctioned, put them somewhere scattered in a bit of an alternate dimension, I guess, is the best idea we could come up with. We're now going to test this over the weekend on long-term inmates and see what havoc we can create with their molecules. Welcome everyone to This Week at Twitter, or twat. Today we're going to start with... This one was sent to me yesterday by Cindy. Questions. Why the feck does this even exist? 2. Why the feck is it in my house? Thankfully, I'm not going to subject you to a lengthy video of suffering of the culinary variety. Instead, I'm going to include this picture. Turkey dinner, and apple pie, and coffee, candy corn. Why are these together? I get the whole possibly Thanksgiving related idea, but can we not defile all the foods? I've never even had candy corn, but now I know this exists, I'm reluctant to go near any of it in case I accidentally put turkey dinner in my mouth. That is the weirdest sweet idea I have heard. And we make turnip snowballs, which are weird enough. Now someone might insert now this was not possibly made by an American company, but I looked up, well, I can't pronounce that, let's go with Brax. Bratches? Whatever. They are American. This is entirely your fault. You should all be ashamed. So next we're going to talk about money. How much do you think you should make a year or need to make a year to be considered rich? For me, based on my cost of living, anything over 20,000 makes me a bit on the wealthy side. And that's after tax. Chief Resistance Officer thinks different though. If someone makes $400,000 per year, do you consider them rich? The answer is yes. But there is a follow-up tweet explaining this when people say no. So plan B. What we mean is this. If you make $400,000, live in $1 million home with 3 children in college, you are technically making $21,000 a year, thus poor like the rest of America. In what universe is that poor? Are we including all your expenses out of that 400,000, leaving you to live on 21 grand a year, or is that 21,000 surplus after all your living expenses? And how well are you living that you still only have a surplus of $21,000 a year? As some have pointed out, that's $1,750 a month to play with. What are you doing beforehand? Where are you shopping? Are you shopping at Salt Bay's restaurant every day? Do you have a dozen peacocks that need feeding as well, perhaps? Does your yacht perhaps require some waxing on a semi-regular basis? $400,000 a year and living in a home that much, unless your mortgage is through the roof or you don't own the home and you're paying obscene amounts of rent, 400 grand a year is a lot of money unless $400,000 is equivalent to Zimbabwean dollars. Next, I'm going to put a video on the screen. This video, and you can all thank Sinatra for this. I want to meet, spelled incorrectly, the person who had their mind changed by this. This is the single cringiest vaccination video I've ever seen. Is that Stephen Colbert? This is cringe. I'm sure he knows this, and I feel sorry for anyone in the audience having to suffer this. Why on earth would you consider this entertainment? In fact, the only entertainment people get is from the second-hand cringe they felt when they saw that clip on Twitter. And I've got to agree with Manic Cannibal here. Look, even if you're vaccinated, you gotta admit this is not funny and just cringy and annoying. The cartoons look like they were drawn by the guy who created Rick and Morty. For shame. So next we're going to talk about a subject that was trending, and that being Jon Jones. Jon Jones is considered by many one of the greatest of all time UFC MMA fighters. On numerous occasions he has been the poster child boy man for the entire sport. But every single time he has become it, getting some rather substantial sponsors, high profile fights, he goes and screws it. Twice before for drug cheating. Both times screwing other fighters out of results and or fights. Yet on both occasions, he has been exonerated by Dana White and suddenly put at the front of the organization all over again, going so far as to change state just so Jon Bones Jones could headline an event. I'm kinda wondering now if they're going to do that ever again, since Jon Jones, when he allegedly pulled his girlfriend's hair and then headbutted a cop car during his Las Vegas arrest. Boy's in a lot more trouble again, I see. Well, at least it wasn't drugs this time. Right? And for the sake of it, Jon Jones has taken a vow to never touch alcohol ever again, because that justifies having his fiancée flee the hotel they were staying with their children because he assaulted her. Allegedly. So to move on from that entirely, we're going to go to Peter Wells, a blue check mark with less followers than I have. And last time I tried to get verified, I was rejected instantly. I know I sound angry, and I am, but to quote my favourite late show host, "Stay safe, wear a mask, get vaccinated, we love you." To which the Real Woke Network replied, "Shut up." Blue checkmark Peter Wells. No. The Real Woke Network. I know I sound triggered, and I am, but to quote someone that makes sense, "Stay safe, wear a mask if you want to, get vaccinated if you want to, we love you no matter what you do. Fixed it for you, champ." Peter Wells. That doesn't work with an airborne, highly infectious disease. You need to think of others, not just yourself. The Real Woke Network. Yes, it does. The people who are scared, you, wear a mask and get hashtag vaxianted. The people that aren't go about their lives as normal. What are you going to do? Sit me down and force a vaccine into me? I dare you to try. Peter Wells, though, after this very short interaction, decided to escalate it and be uber tolerant with the following. Dude, I hope you get COVID and die. That's a lot of cope. I just wanted everyone to see it. How one can escalate it so quickly from someone who, I'll be honest, didn't really say anything remotely problematic or triggering. So moving in a different direction, we're going to go with politics. Yes, I know, usually on the Moist Ski Live channel, streaming there 9:30pm GMT tonight. Linked in the Linktree thing down below in the description. We're going to discuss our favourite UK politician, the Member of Parliament for Birmingham Yardley, aka Jess Phillips. If you don't know who she is, the Sargon of Akkad memes of I wouldn't even, and then insert the four-letter word that ends with ape here. Jess Phillips has taken to Twitter recently to ask someone perhaps if they'd consider rehoming her cat, who I now consider a hero. Why? Because this cat is worthy of a knighthood. Its actions, as the cat has not been gendered by Jess, I have to say it, I do apologise. The cat decided to urinate in Jess Phillips' suitcase. Sir Cat, Dame Cat, whatever cat, please stand up and take your award. You are the new people's champion. To the final subject, I want to talk about banning, because there were two things I've seen over the last week that really got on my nerves. The first comes from Colorado Independent. Hey, at Twitter Safety, why does at Lauren_Southern have a Twitter account? Underneath is an image where Lauren Southern tweeted out, well, I just got banned off Twitch. Lol. Well, I'm glad it wasn't your sister. The issue here is, yeeting someone off a platform for whatever reason you want, and you can insert, oh, but they're dangerous in this context here, is not a good idea. There should be open and free discussion when it comes to differences. Lauren has held some rather spicy opinions in the past. Yes. Is she controversial now? Not really. But to seek to remove her from a site, platform, whatever you want to call it, because of your own bias, which I know what the bias is since hashtag Biden Harris is in your bloody profile, is a bad look for anyone involved. And while we're in this ballpark of banning, I noticed that Cog got banned from Trovo. Now I set up a Trovo account and was going to start streaming there. Not so much now, because I still don't know why he got yeeted. They've also still got money that belongs to him. Trovo, you should be better than this. As an alternative platform, you should be going out of your way to accommodate for new communities and people, not mass banning of people you don't like cause. And we say cause because you've not provided any explanation, which is embarrassing. Now as we're done, I'd like to know what you think. Please do let me know in the comments down below. Earlier I mentioned we're streaming tonight on the Politics YouTube channel. If I don't see you there, have a fantastic Friday and subsequent weekend, and thank you all very much for listening.